To other matters now, the Corporate Affairs Commission says it has commenced the process of taking drastic actions, including shutting down points of sales as POS businesses that have failed to register their businesses as at the deadline, which was September 5. That's yesterday. The Commission stated this in a public notice while noting that there was inadequate compliance with the directive. It said those who decided not to register may be engaging in unwholesome activities. This development comes as the fintech business owners under the aegis of the Association of Mobile Money and Bank Agents in Nigeria, that's AMMBAN, they've challenged the CAC's registration directive in court, even as they insist the mandatory registration was illegal. Now let's find out the other side of this story with the national president of AMMBAN, Mr. Atonda Fashasi. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Fashasi, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
So did you get this notice from CAC that the deadline was Thursday, September 5, so they'll begin shutting down unregistered businesses?
We are actually surprised to see that memo out, despite the fact that Nigeria, there is a case in court between the CAC and AMMBAN. Their action is actually contempt of the court. The two parties are supposed to maintain status quo until the end of, the hearing at the court. So we're surprised that a parastatal like CAC, headed by senior advocate of Nigeria, can actually disrespect the court by issuing out that memo. We have responded. We are going to actually notify the courts of their actions so that the adequate measures can be taken. It is unwarranted. It is unnecessary for the CAC to continue pushing. It should be on record that CAC has also ignored the courts. They have ignored to appear in court, for the 2 consecutive time. Forcing the court to give them 60 days notice, which is expiring September 15. So the court process is still on. So we contempt of the courts, and we're going to notify the courts to action appropriately.
Okay, but aren't you worried when the CAC says that perhaps those businesses that are not registered are engaging in unwholesome businesses?
Okay, it's actually a propaganda for CAC to be attaching registration of POS agents to security or fraud in our space, because it has nothing to do with fraud. Their own agenda is more of transactional. It's actually not about curbing the fraud, because there are a lot of registered businesses today with CAC numbers, and they are committing high fraud. Go and check EFCC cases, ICP cases. There are well-registered businesses that are in front of them, that are answering questions. So it's not about, and CS cannot even fight security in our space because they don't understand the space. How do you fight the space? A lot of businesses that are registered with CAC today that are not operating at their registered addresses. CAC is not even aware about that. So when you look at the process of registration in the CAC, it's actually about raking in revenue for the federal government. It's not about fraud. The stakeholders in financial inclusion sectors, they are working in curbing the fraud and the security challenges in this space. And you will see of recent, where AMMBAN just launched joint task force with the support of the Inspector General of Police and all these, DSS and all the stakeholders to correct the challenges in the space. So it is not by CAC registration, because today it's actually about people sending their details, pay to CAC, pay to the lawyers that they have engaged. They have a lot of agents that are cashing out. So it's all about cashing out, quite all right. It's not about security.
But also, there must have been a need for you to have that task force What are they looking out for? I'm talking about the task force now.
Okay, learning from the various fraud scenarios in POS business, we have realized that it's not the absence of registration that is making it to look a bit a fertile land for fraudsters. It's as a result of lack of collaboration among the stakeholders. As of today, before every POS that you see outside there, over 3.7 million POS as of today are duly registered by Nigeria Interbank Settlement Scheme, NIPS. So there is no POS that is working without fully registered by and enabled by that body. Another level of registration that has helped is the profiling by financial institution. There is no POS agent outside there that they don't have their about data with their financial institution. If you are being serviced by First Bank or First Money, you have your about data fully profiled with them. So the challenges are from the learnings from most of the fraud cases. It has been the fact that when people hack an account today, they will send an account number for their victim to pay into. But there won't be anybody to pick up that account, escalate to the service provider that owns that account to either lock the account or investigate and arrest the owner of that account. From now, the task force of AMMBAN has been able to fill in that space, pick up most of this information, work with the DSS, escalate to the relevant body at the police, even the service provider that are concerned. We recently handled one where police division escalated an account which a kidnapper sent in for a victim to pay into. And we discovered that that account is a particular service provider account. We sent an email to them. They forwarded to us all the details of that account. We forwarded back to the police. And the police went straight to that environment and they were able to arrest and apprehend before they even commit that offense. That is the security. NIPS has also activated anti-fraud, in their channel, which we are working in partnership with. So there are a lot of dynamics of security issues in POS business. It's not about registration, really. It's about collaboration.
All right, so what happens now? CACC, they want to start shutting down those businesses. You say they're already registered, you're going to go. What's the next step? What can we expect?
Okay, the next step is in line with Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria and even the CAC CAMA and also the CBN regulation. The CBN regulation clearly stated that the registration should be about non-individuals. If you are operating under a business name, you have a business with CAC, you need to go and register. Kasali Enterprises, Audu Sons Unlimited, they are supposed to register with CAC, if that is your profiling. But if you are Fasasi Sarafadin and you are Kasali Sahid, that is personal, that is individual. It's just like our mama that are selling gari. So when you are forcing them to go and register with CAC, they are trading. There's provision in CAMA that individuals that are not operating under business name can operate. They don't have any business, formalizing them. Let the poor breathe. That is the song and that is the slogan. What are we going to do next? It's actually to write them and call their attention to the fact that their actions are in contempt of the courts, and also take the necessary position while we meet in court to solve this legal issue. It is a legal matter because it is not even about POS. There have been several cases between a lot of parties where Supreme Court has been able to decide that and distincted that there is difference between individual and non-individual. It is separate. We cannot merge the two. If we allow this to happen, then they will bounce back on our mamas that are selling rice and pepper to come and register with CAC.
All right, Mr. Fashashi, we certainly wish you the best in this journey. Mr. Atunda Fashashi is the National President of Association of Mobile Money and Bank Agents in Nigeria.